Lesson 1. What is the distribution of energy supply and consumption? What factors affect energy supply? Geological factors can affect energy supply. Coal seams that are thick and close to the surface are cheapest to exploit. Shallow seams can be extracted by open cast mining, which has lower production costs than deep mining. Seams displaced by faulting and folding are expensive to work. Coal also varies in quality. High carbon content coals, e.g. anthracite, coking coal, are most valuable. Physical factors include geographical location, which often influence development. Some locations may be isolated, for example Amazonia, and difficult to access elsewhere. Climate conditions and environmental sensitivity may limit development as well, for example regions of permafrost or extreme arid environments. Access to markets, for example eastern China, and to the coast, e.g. northwest Australia, for exports is often critical. Economic factors can also play a part. Production depends on the demand and the cost of coal compared with other fuels. The cost of coal is affected by geological conditions, geographical location, methods of production, labour and transport. The world price of oil determines which oil fields are most profitable. Many small fields in the North Sea are only profitable when oil prices are high, for example over $70 a barrel. Political factors can include decisions to exploit energy resources, taxation, subsidies on types of energy resources, cartels restricting energy sales, increasing or decreasing prices, government policy regarding energy mix, environmental legislation, war, pacts, international agreements, and supply can also reflect demand, so a demand-based argument might be appropriate. What are the global energy supply and demand? Some countries produce lots of energy because they have large energy reserves and money to exploit them. Iran and Saudi Arabia have large oil reserves. Russia and Canada have large oil and gas reserves. China and Australia have large coal reserves. The United States and Indonesia have large coal, oil and gas reserves. Global energy consumption is unevenly distributed. A strong relationship between GDP and energy consumption exists. Developed countries tend to consume lots of energy per person because they're wealthy and can afford to. Most people in these countries have access to heating and electricity and use energy-intensive devices like cars. Lower income countries consume less energy per person as they are less available to afford it. Lifestyles are not dependent on it. Some countries don't consume much energy per person but consume a lot overall because they have a large population. So for example, Brazil consumes less energy per person than Ireland but has a higher total energy consumption than itself.